10 Downing Street is the official residence and office of the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom. We will be discussing why real GDP is a key indicator for national economic performance and how government policies instrumented during the COVID-19 pandemic help reduce the impacts on the UK economy as well as the fluctuations in real GDP during the period.
Gross domestic product is a measure of the total goods and services produced in a country. It consists of the market value of the output of final goods and services in an economy in a given time period. GDP is widely used as an indicator for economic performance, so it greatly influences what government policies are used and when. Furthermore, GDP is used to measure the effectiveness of said policies and determine whether they've been a success.
One policy that the government introduced was the Eat Out to Help Out scheme. This scheme involved the government providing 50% off the cost of food and drinks eaten in at participating UK businesses. Overall, £849 million was claimed under the scheme and over 160 million individual meals were claimed. The scheme boosted consumer demand for eating out, helping to increase revenues for businesses as well as spending in the economy.
During the pandemic, there was a rise in unemployment, particularly those aged 16 to 24. The reduction of real GDP reaching levels rarely seen in the UK unemployment rate was estimated at 4.6%, 0.6% higher than before the pandemic. To combat youth unemployment, the government introduced a Kickstarter scheme, which allowed businesses to hire young workers. This meant the government would pay their wages, allowing them to participate in paid work experience, improving the UK's GDP.
On 20th of March 2020, the Chancellor announced the Coronavirus Job Retention Scheme. This meant that HMRC would cover 80% of furloughed employees' wages. A year later, this scheme remains and it has supported more than 11 million jobs costing over 53 billion. This helped tackle unemployment. However, with this many people out of work and on furlough, this meant the workforce is producing less goods and services, which suggests that GDP has dropped.